chaos to organization. Oh, I'm good. Well, Happy New Year, friends. I realize it's a little bit past the new year, but I feel like for me at least, it's always the week after New Year's that I really just kind of get oriented with my life. I get back into a routine. It's really a time for me to reset, to refresh my life, and that is what I want to do today. I am long overdue for a good life admin day. There are a lot of things that have just been piling up, especially around the holidays. I feel like I just put a lot of things on hold, and so around the new year, I love just dedicating a day to taking off all of those to-dos that I've been putting off. So what I want to do today is basically just get my life back together, to get oriented, and just to get on top of things. I feel like I really thrive in life when I'm approaching it from a place of happening to life rather than life happening to me. That's Oliver in the background. He's getting really vocal, so you might hear him a little bit today. We're just at home together chilling. But yeah, I want to do a little life admin today. So what I want to do to get started is I've got 2 sheets of paper here. So I want to do a brain dump first, write out all of the things that I want to get done, and then I want to translate that afterwards into a to-do list where we can kind of organize tasks, group them together. Also want to prioritize them because in as much as I'd love to do it all today, I have a feeling we're not quite going to be able to get to it all, but want to start with a brain dump. So let's do that now. I've been sipping on my coffee all morning, so I'm going to enjoy that. Let's do our brain dump, and then I'll talk you through that. We can make our to-do list. So here's the results of our brain dump in short order. I was able to fill up the entire page with things that I've been meaning to get to, that I want to get done. Now, some of these things are going to take me just seconds to check off the list. Others of them are going to take a lot longer. There's things that I need to do, like depositing checks and also organizing the entire garage. So what I want to do now is to take this massive to-do list and to translate it into a more tangible, realistic plan for the day. And for the things that I'm not able to do completely today, what I want to do is put them on this list as things that I want to plan how I'm going to tackle them. So I'll walk you through what that looks like when we get to that. But what I want to do right now is take this, we'll make a plan. Okay, got our to-do list, so it's time to get cracking. We were able to turn this brain dump right here into this to-do list, so it really went from chaos to organization here. I've grouped all the things that make sense to do together at once together and kind of noted it on the side. I love doing that. I feel like it just helps me to be as effective, efficient as possible. So want to get started with some of the things that are going to deliver the quickest wins. So need to deposit a handful of checks and sign a contract. Those will both take just seconds to complete. So want to begin with those for some quick wins. Then we can start getting into some of the more lengthy things in this to-do list. And realistically, this may carry into tomorrow too, but it feels good knowing at least what all I want to get done. So let's get started with it. First, we've got our checks. Okay, checks are deposited. That is our first to-do list item done. Now want to spend a bit of time signing our contract and getting as much computer work as we can get done possible while Oliver's sleeping. I just put him down for a nap, so I want to use this time to be as productive as possible. Okay, got our computer work done. It took longer than I would have liked it to, but feel like that's just the way that it goes sometimes. Now, what I want to do is hang up our picture. My mom gave me this beautiful Thomas Kincaid painting, or print of a painting, for Christmas. I think it's so fun, and I think it would look amazing in our bathroom. So I'm going to hang it up there. I just got out hammer and a nail. I usually use command strips, but I feel like in the bathroom that will just work better. Also, it has a little wire that'll make it really easy, but I think this is going to look great in there. So here's the wall that I want to hang it up on. We've got some shelves over here, but really nothing in this area. So I think I'm going to put it somewhere maybe like that. I think that'll look really good. Also, being in here, I'm realizing I think I want to paint this to match. We have like some trim going around the bathroom. I feel like I want to paint the inside of this door and the trim to match. I think I'm going to add that to my to-do list for a later day. I feel like I need to have an entire home projects day, so if that's something you'd be interested in seeing, we could totally do that together. But for now, let's just hang this up. I think I'm just gonna eyeball it and yeah, hope for the best. That looks pretty centered. That would be what, like right there? I'm just gonna mark it and then maybe I'll measure it just to be safe. Okay, 44 inches, half of 44 is 22. Oh, I'm good. Is that exactly 22? So I didn't need to measure after all. Now, here. So easy. I love it because it really felt like this wall was missing something before. Looks so good in here. So next on our list, I have that I want to go through Oliver's clothing, but I think I'm going to save that for a bit later. What I want to do right now is tackle everything plant related. I need to give a really thorough watering to all of our outdoor or indoor plants. I've kind of been pushing how long I can go without watering them over the past few weeks. So yeah, everything needs a good soaking right now. Then I also have a couple old candle vessels that I want to turn into new plant containers. So we'll water, want to, get all the candle wax out of those. I've had them in the freezer for the past couple of weeks. So, I mean, honestly, it could have been overnight, but they've been in there for a few weeks, just trying to freeze the wax so it's easier to get out. I've heard that that really helps. So going to do that. Then I want to convert those into new vessels. So yeah, just lots of little like plant admin things, just the maintenance, all of that, yeah, over the holidays just was not good about getting to. So let's do it now. I always like to use this little water meter just so I know exactly how much water my plants need. This one's pretty dry, a little more. With most houseplants, you don't want them to get too dry or too wet. You want to kind of keep them in that green zone in the middle there where they're just slightly moist. Impressed with how these guys have been holding up this winter. Just trying to keep them watered like once every couple of weeks. Don't let the couple of green plants we have fool you though. Had a lot of frost damage around here recently. It's pretty chilly out right now, but on a warmer day, definitely need to come out and clean some of these up. Let's get out our two soon-to-be plant vessels. This is going to be so excited. Oh, see, this is why you freeze them. Look at that. Job done for us. Where's the other one? It's going to be nice to have those out of the freezer. So here are the two little vessels that I want to turn into plant pots. These were candles that once I'd burned through them, I froze. And what's really cool when you freeze candle wax is it just makes it really easy to get out. This one literally just popped out. This one I might need to scrape out just a little bit, but I'm hoping that by freezing it, it will come out a lot easier. So I want to get all the wax out of these right now, and we'll wash them, and then I've got a couple little plants that I want to put in them. I think we're gonna put this Palea in this one. How cute. And then this one, we're gonna put this guy think those will both look perfect. There we go. Ah. How cute are these? I feel like both of these plants just fit their respective vessels so well. Such a fun way to reuse candle vessels that otherwise would have been thrown out. Super happy about both of these. I feel like both of these plants will do so much better now being in slightly larger containers. Okay, just made myself a tea, sitting down for a minute. I figured now would be the perfect time to do a bit of planning. When I did my brain dump earlier, there were a lot of things that came up that are things that I've had on the back burner for a while that I've been wanting to do, but that I know are gonna take longer than one day or a couple of hours that I could dedicate to something today to be able to do. So like, I want to reorganize our garage. It is a mess right now. I want to redo our entryway, bigger projects like that. They've been on my mind. There were things that I've been wanting to do for a while right now, or some of them are just things that are gonna take several hours, like putting away the Christmas lights that we have outdoors. We've undecorated inside the house, but still have a lot outside. I was telling you about all the plant cleanup I need to do. I really just need to do an outdoor day, realistically. So what I want to do now, those projects are too big to all tackle today, but what I can do today is to take one step towards making those things a reality. So for some of these, I just want to pick a day in the next week or two where I'm going to tackle them. For others, I want to make a to-do list of all of the things that I need to do to really get the ball rolling on those projects. I feel like sometimes things don't get done because either we don't make time for them or we don't make a plan for them. And so that's what I want to spend a bit of time doing right now, is scheduling things, making plans. So if I can't do them right now, at least I can get the ball rolling. So I think this kind of breaks down into 4 big projects, if you will: outdoor cleanup and Christmas lights, the garage, the entryway, and then I need to do a big deep cleaning of the house. So I want to make some to-do lists, some timelines for how I'm going to make each of those happen. So first, for our outdoor cleanup, we're going to need a warmer day. It's like Monday might be the time to do that. So we'll schedule that. And for that, we'll need to take down the Christmas lights, remove the dead plants from the patio, need to cut back my daisies, and then sweep the back and front patio. Then the garage is going to be a big project. I want to paint and just completely overhaul it. So I'm not going to settle on a specific day yet because I feel like there's a lot more that I need to do before we're ready to start painting or anything like that. But let's start with making a to-do list of all of the things that I want to do in there. Let's see, I want to paint, of course. Probably some decluttering would be good as well. I definitely want to get some new organization pieces for the garage, so I need to decide on and then also order whatever it is that I think is going to best help us organize the space. Then of course we'll want to reorganize everything. Those are just some really broad categories. Of course we'll get a lot more specific as we get more into the project, but even just doing this really kind of helped me figure out where I need to start. So first 2 things that I need to do are to decide on, figure out what organization pieces that we need, and then also pick a paint color. Just knowing that, it's going to be so much easier for me to get started, and that's why I feel like it's really helpful to do just little things like this to figure out, okay, what's the next step to actually make this thing happen. So it's what we're gonna do for the garage. I'm going to go through a similar process right now for the entryway, and then also make a to-do list for tidying and cleaning the house. I think we're gonna do that on Friday, so let me do that now, then I'll catch up with you in a bit. glad we took a bit of time to do some planning. I feel like I was able to make progress with each of those projects. Of course, some of them are shorter term, some longer term, but I feel like we made moves with each of them, and over the next couple of days and weeks, we'll really hopefully be able to check some of those off of my to-do list. That way, they're not just things that I'm always wanting to do but never get to. They'll actually get done. Right now, Oliver's down for his second nap of the day. He's down to 2 naps now. Probably going to be asleep for another half hour or so, if I was to guess, but most of the rest of the things that I want to do that are on my list, I'm going to need him to be awake for. So what I want to do right now is basically just to get ready with all of these things so that when he wakes up, we'll be able to do our grocery shopping, run our errands, and then when we get back from that, I think that's when I'll go through his clothes, and then we might tackle the rest of it tonight after he goes to sleep. Right now, I want to go through our pantry, our fridge, figure out what we're running low on, what all we need to restock on. I keep a running grocery list that I try to add to as we run out of things, but I feel like things just always fall through the cracks. So I want to spend just a few minutes kind of taking a deep dive, figure out what we're running low on, what we need to restock. Okay, got our list. Now let's prep our returns. Then as soon as Oliver wakes up, we can head out. Stops later and we are back. I think we had to go to 3 different places to make all of our returns. We were able to get that checked off of our list, and then also went to Target to pick up some groceries. We did a full restock. I won't give you a haul of everything that I picked up just because it's very boring essentials type stuff. Got milk, coffee, meat, all the like cereal baking ingredients that I ran out of over the holidays. So got a lot of stuff that we needed. It's not all that fun or exciting, but I'm going to take a second, put this away, restock some of our containers, and then I think we're gonna get some food on, have some dinner. Going to keep it really easy tonight. We're gonna have some Korean beef lettuce wraps, one of my go-to just quick simple meals. And then tonight, after Oliver goes to bed, which should be in probably like an hour or two, then we'll pick back up with our to-do list. I have to say though, I was really excited. I feel like all the food on Target was on sale this week, so got a great deal for everything. So just finished putting Oliver to bed. Obviously, we didn't end up getting to his nursery today. That's okay, we're just going to tackle that first thing in the morning. But while he's sleeping, I figured we could tackle what is easily the room in our house that I'm currently just most overwhelmed by it, to be honest. That's our laundry room. This space kind of became a bit of a dumping ground over the holidays, and currently it is a mess. There's things that need to be donated, empty boxes that need to be broken down. The whole thing needs a bit of a reorganization as well. So that's what I want to spend a little bit of time this evening doing. I don't know if I will be able to clear the entire thing out because this is a pretty messy space, and there are a handful of things that just they don't really go anywhere else in the house. So this is kind of their home, but I'd love to really just make this into a usable space again because it's not currently. So let's, maybe just set a timer for an hour and see how much we can do. Okay, wow, this place is almost unrecognizable. The mess on the floor is completely taken care of. The tops of the washer and dryer are all neat and clean. Got our laundry supplies all organized there. And then even the top here is looking so good. I did have a couple of things that I was wanting to sell, and then also we have a clothing swap coming up soon, so did just put a couple of items into those 2 bags, but so much better than just the chaos that had been the section on the floor here. There was just a lot of trash, things that didn't belong mixed in with the contents of those couple of bags. So looking really good in here. And then I did just put on a load of laundry. Those are our Christmas linens, so we're gonna wash those and then put them away for the season. Okay, well, I am tired. It is past 10 p.m. right now, but wow, more than anything else that we've done today, getting that laundry room cleaned out just feels so good. I feel like every time I'd see the door cracked open, I'd kept the door shut because I just did not want to look at it. But every time I cracked that door open, it was just so stressful and overwhelming for me to look at everything in there. It was one of those things that I knew that I needed to tackle, but during the holidays, things just got away from me. You could tell. So it feels so good having that done. And then also to everything else that we've been able to check off of our list over the course of the day. I am still going to finish up with the nursery in the morning. Need to go through Oliver's clothing. He continues to grow every single day, so there's a lot of holiday clothing. He's got some outfits with reindeers, Christmas trees, all of that we can go ahead and take out, and then also some things that he's grown out of. So do want to go through that. We'll do that in the morning, but we got so much done today. I feel like I always struggle to feel like I'm not as productive having a baby as I was in my pre-baby life, but even with Oliver tagging along for so much today, we got a ton done, which feels amazing. And I know that it's okay for not every day to be productive, but this one feels great. So I really hope that you enjoyed coming along with me today as we got productive, as we checked things off of our list, as we removed things from my to-do list that have been on there for weeks, if not months at this point. I feel like we made a ton of progress. I'm really happy with it. I just wanted to encourage you to, if you have a lot of things that you are maybe carrying into the new year, things that have been piling up on your to-do list for a long time, schedule a life admin day, dedicate some time to do a brain dump, write out a to-do list, and then just spend a day knocking out as much as you can. It really does feel so good, and there is just a sense of peace and accomplishment that comes with it. Now I'm going to wind down for a bit before bed. It's been a long day, but a good day. So until next time, friends, I am wishing you all the best. I'll see you all again very soon.